Hello everyone! Welcome to the video course English File Pre-Intermediate 4th edition, lesson number 37, Unit 11, Part B. Help, I can't decide. In this series of videos, I'm helping you go through this wonderful textbook. There are 4 parts in today's lesson. Part Grammar, Modal, Verb, Might. One more to learn and practice. One more modal verb. You have already learned can, could, should, will, must, so might is in line or next. The second part is pronunciation, diphthongs. You work on some common ones. Probably you've heard this term, especially if you have looked at English sounds. To put it simply, it's like 2 vowel sounds that are pronounced like one. For example, I in the word bike. You'll see. Then comes an audio. Whether there is too much choice in today's world, you will listen to the speeches of some experts. And finally, in vocabulary and speaking, you get some practice in word building, like formation of nouns, like decide, decision, revise, revision, and so on. Before we start, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who is supporting my channel. And remember, these lessons are available only because of you. So if you want to see more episodes, please join my Boosty or use donation alerts. You can find all the links in the description. Check my Telegram channel, VK public group, and subscribe. It's very important. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Grammar. Might. Part A. Interview your partner with a questionary. Ask for more information. Which of you is more indecisive? First, let's have a look at the word indecisive. It's an adjective. It describes a person who can't decide easily, who can't choose easily. Like, should I do it? Or I shouldn't? Should I buy it? Or I shouldn't? Maybe not, but it's better if I do. Or, so we call it indecisive. Actually, it's good to remember the words decide, a decision, make a decision, and indecisive. They will be useful for today. So to the questionary. Are you indecisive? Here in the picture you can see a couple who are arguing about something, and the man is asking, why are you packing that? And the girl is answering, well, I might need it in future, so to speak. But let's see at the list of questions. Do you have problems deciding what to pack when you're going away? Speaking of me, no, I don't. I have a small list of things in my mind what to take. It's not a big deal. Do you have problems deciding what to buy when you go shopping? No, I don't. I always know what to buy when I go shopping. Do you have problems deciding what to wear in the morning? No, I don't. I wear the first thing I see. That's so easy. Do you have problems deciding what to order in a restaurant? Well, I would say so because, you always want to try something new. But I think I make this decision quickly what to order. And do you have problems deciding where to go on holiday? No, I don't. I just ask my partner where she wants to go and we go there because that works so simple for me. And next question, yeah? Do you often change your mind about things? What kind of things? Change one's mind. It's a good phrase. It means when you want to do one thing, but then after some thinking, you change your plans. For example, I wanted to become a doctor, but when I listened to my aunt, who is actually a doctor, I changed my mind and now I don't want to become a doctor. I have changed my mind. And speaking of me, I don't often change my mind. But there is a thing that could be said. I often changed my mind about having YouTube channels because, when you start doing it, it seems like a good idea, but then later you start analyzing what you're doing and something tells you that you go in the wrong direction, and I have changed my mind a lot about that. But that's all. I mean, only one thing. Do you think you are indecisive? Yes, no, I'm not sure. To summarize everything, I would say no, I'm not indecisive. Now, can you do the same? Try to answer each question, analyze your answers afterwards, and make a conclusion by saying, what do you think? Yes, no, or I'm not sure. Part B. Nancy and Brian are going on holiday. Nancy is packing. Listen to their conversation. What 4 things does Brian think Nancy doesn't need to take? So he thinks it's better to leave these things at home. Now listen and try to hear these 4 things. Good luck.
11.8.
Have you finished packing? The taxi will be here in 15 minutes.
Nearly. Oh, I can't decide what to take.
Well, hurry up. You don't need all that. You'll never close that suitcase. And we can only take 15 kilos each.
Yes, I know.
You don't need your trainers. We're going to be on the beach most of the time.
Yes, but I might go to the gym. There's one in the hotel.
And why are you taking a raincoat? It's not going to rain in Greece in June.
It might rain. It sometimes rains in the summer.
What's that?
It's my hairdryer.
But the hotel will have a hairdryer.
It might not have one. Hotels don't always have hairdryers. And I need it.
And 2 pairs of jeans. We're only going to be there for a week.
They're different styles. I'm not sure which ones I'll want to wear.
You need to take some things out. Extra baggage costs a fortune. It's something like £10 per kilo.
Yes, I will. I promise.
It will hurry up. The traffic might be a bit slow because of the rain.
I'll be ready in 5 minutes.
The taxi's here.
I've closed my case. Can you take it downstairs?
I'm sure this is more than 15 kilos.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Let's check your answers. The first things, they are trainers. The second thing is a raincoat. Yeah, it's like rain plus coat. I hope you get the idea what it is. Number 3 is hair dryer. Maybe you haven't heard of this thing before, but still. And there are 2 pairs of jeans. Of course, Brian thinks that Nancy doesn't need them, but she thinks they will be okay. That's all for this task. Part C. Listen again. Complete Nancy's reasons for taking the things. Number 1. I might. It might. The hotel might not. And there. So you need to listen again and complete Nancy's reasons for taking the things. Like I might need it because. Now listen again and complete this task.
11.8.
Have you finished packing? The taxi will be here in 15 minutes.
Nearly. Oh, I can't decide what to take.
Well, hurry up. You don't need all that. You'll never close that suitcase. And we can only take 15 kilos each.
Yes, I know.
You don't need your trainers. We're going to be on the beach most of the time.
Yes, but I might go to the gym. There's one in the hotel.
And why are you taking a raincoat? It's not going to rain in Greece in June.
It might rain. It sometimes rains in the summer.
What's that?
It's my hairdryer.
But the hotel will have a hairdryer.
It might not have one. Hotels don't always have hairdryers, and I need it.
And 2 pairs of jeans. We're only going to be there for a week.
They're different styles. I'm not sure which ones I'll want to wear.
You need to take some things out. Extra baggage costs a fortune. It's something like £10 per kilo.
Yes, I will. I promise.
It will hurry up. The traffic might be a bit slow because of the rain.
I'll be ready in 5 minutes.
The taxi's here.
I've closed my case. Can you take it downstairs?
I'm sure this is more than 15 kilos.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Let's check your answers. Number 1, were trainers, and she said, I might go to the gym. That is why she needs them. Number 2, raincoat. It's easy, it might rain. Number 3, hairdryer. The hotel might not have one, probably. And 2 pairs of jeans, they are different styles. Разговор Брайана и Нэнси. Ты уже закончил собираться? Пэкинг, то есть упаковывать вещи, собирать вещи. Такси будет здесь через 15 минут. Почти. То есть nearly это почти. Я не могу решить, что с собой взять. Ну, поспеши. Тебе не нужно все это. То есть ты никогда не сможешь закрыть этот чемодан или эту сумку походную. И мы можем взять с собой только 15 килограмм, то есть в каждой сумке. Each на каждого человека, то есть 15 килограмм. Он и она 15 килограмм. Да, я знаю. Тебе не нужны твои кроссовки. Мы собираемся быть на пляже большинство времени, то есть most of the time — это большинство времени. Да, но я, может быть, схожу в зал. Там есть один в отеле, то есть один зал. А зачем ты с собой берешь дождевик? Вроде бы не будет дождя в Греции в июне. Может, пойдет дождь. Это иногда дождит, то есть иногда идет дождь летом. А это что? А это мой фен. В отеле будет один фен, там будет фен. А может быть и не будет один, то есть отель может не иметь один. Отели не всегда имеют фены. И мне нужно это. А 2 пары джинсов? Мы собираемся только быть там неделю. Они разных стилей, то есть имеется в виду, это разные джинсы. Я не уверена, какие из них я захочу носить. Так, тебе необходимо to take some things out, то есть вытащить некоторые вещи, то есть взять наружу, вытащить. То есть если у нас будет дополнительный не груз, здесь дополнительный багаж, дословно, или вот так, дополнительный багаж стоит очень много денег, то есть cost a fortune стоит очень много денег, или стоит целое состояние, если дословно. И это иногда, иногда это бывает 10 фунтов за килограмм. Да, я все сделаю, я обещаю. Тогда поспеши. И, то есть, имеется в виду, дороги могут быть медленные из-за дождя. Трафик нет, не совсем дороги, имеется в виду поток машин, да, то есть может все очень медленно двигаться из-за дождя. Так, я буду готова через 5 минут. Так, такси здесь. Я сумела закрыть мой чемодан. Can you take it downstairs? То есть, можешь ли ты перетащить это вниз? Я уверен, то есть тут более чем 15 килограмм. Я думаю, все будет нормально. Такая вот аудиозапись. Part D. Listen to them at the airport. What happens? So listen to the end of the story and try to retell what was going on in the audio and how it ended.
11.9.
Can you put your case on the scales, please?
Shall I help you?
No, I'm fine.
That's 17.5 kilos. You can only take 15.
Oh, I knew it. I told you it was too heavy.
You need to go to the window over there and pay for the extra 2.5 kilos. That'll be £25.
Oh, £25? No, wait. Brian, I can put some things in your case. Yours was only 10 kilos. Look, take this pair of jeans, and the hairdryer, and these books, and the raincoat.
What are you doing?
So let's summarize. Nancy's suitcase is too heavy, 17.5 kilos, and she can only take 15, surprisingly, yeah? They tell her to pay £25, kind of extra, and she tries to take some things out and put them in Brian's case. Look, your answer could be similar to this one. Again, the main idea is to understand main things in the audio, yeah? Some key words. But in your answer, you can use any words that you want. But the main idea should be similar. I think this thing is clear. Now, let's move on. И теперь вот такой вот маленький кусочек. BD — это backdrop. Это у нас там, где сдается багаж перед полетом. Ну, Брайан и Нэнси. Можете ли вы положить ваши сумки или ваш чемодан на весы, пожалуйста? Мне тебе помочь? Не-не-не, я справлюсь. О, это получается 17.5 kilos, то есть 17,5 килограмм. А вы можете взять только 15. Я знал это. Я же говорил тебе, это будет слишком тяжелым. Вам нужно, получается, пройти вот в окошечко вон там и заплатить за свой дополнительный багаж, ну, имеется в виду за дополнительные 2,5 килограмма. И это будет 25 фунтов. 25 фунтов? Нет, подожди, Брайан. Я могу положить некоторые вещи в твой чемодан. Твой вот как раз где-то около 10 килограмм. Вот посмотри, вот возьми эту пару джинсов, и этот фен, и эти книги, и дождевик. Ну, в общем, она перекладывает некоторые вещи в его чемодан, в его сумке. Вот такая вот аудиозапись. Идем дальше. Part E. Look at sentences 1 to 3 and see, do we use might for an obligation, something that we have to do, or a possibility, something that... Now,
11.10.
listen to the examples given here.
We might have a picnic tomorrow, but it depends on the weather.
Karen might come with us tomorrow, but she's not sure yet.
I might not take my laptop on holiday. I haven't decided yet.
We might not see the boss today. I think she's away.
And let's read these rules. We use might not, plus verb, infinitive without to say that perhaps somebody will or won't do something. Perhaps, yeah? That we are not sure. We might have a picnic tomorrow. Perhaps we'll have a picnic tomorrow. Who knows? Might not is the same for all persons. What it means? I might, she might, we might. It works the same as can, could, must, and so on. You have learned a lot of modal verbs. Might not is not usually contracted. Yeah, don't say mightn't or something like that. We don't usually contract this word. So it's might not. She might not. She might not, I might not, and so on. And then you'll see there is an info box with may not. We can also use may instead of might for possibility. For example, we may have a picnic tomorrow. I may not take my laptop on holiday. Now, after these rules, let's see some exercises. Exercise A, match the sentences. You see, there is an example. Take some sun cream. D, it might be really hot. I think there will be no commentary about that exercise from my side because the task is very clear. You have the first halves and the second halves. You just match them. Next is B. Complete the sentences with might plus a verb phrase from the list. Might be cold, might be ill, might be in a meeting. So I think this exercise is also very easy and you'll be able to do them quickly and easily. But let's see. First you do it, then as usually you can check by listening to me doing these exercises for you. Good luck! And now let's do it together. Part A, match the sentences. Take some sun cream. D, it might be really hot. Number 1, let's buy a lottery ticket. Dun, dun, dun. We might win. I think it's correct here. So letter H. Can you phone the restaurant? Not enough money. No. Cut. No. It may be closed on Sundays. Yeah, it's better to check. Don't finish the milk. Someone might want some for breakfast. This answer. Let's use the sat-nav. It's something that gives you directions in your car or on your phone. And we might get lost. So it's better to use the sat-nav. Number 5. You should try the shirt on. It may not be your size. Here is B. Number 6, yeah? Don't wait for me tonight. You might cut yourself. No. I may finish work late. I think it's the letter I. Be careful with that knife. You might cut yourself, of course. Ask how much it costs. We may not have enough money. Here the answer is E. I think but letter A, this part A was really easy, so let's move on. Part B. Complete the sentences with might plus a verb phrase from the list. I'm not sure what to do tonight. I might go to the cinema. So this one has been already used. Number 1. Kim isn't at school today. She might be ill. She might be ill. This one. Number 2. His phone is turned off. He might be in a meeting. He might be in a meeting. Number 3. It's an unusual book. You might not like it. Might not like it. Number 4. I don't know if I'll finish this today. I might not have time. Number 5. I'm not sure what to order. I might have the pasta. I might have the pasta. And number 6. Take a warm jacket. It might be cold. Yeah, it might be cold later. And actually, that's all. Let's just read answer keys together. Take some sun cream. It might be really hot. Let's buy a lottery ticket. We might win. Can you phone the restaurant? It may be closed on Sundays. don't finish the milk, someone might want some for breakfast. Let's use the sat-nav, we might get lost. You should try the shirt on, it may not be your size. Don't wait for me tonight, I may finish work late. Be careful with that knife, you might cut yourself. Ask how much it costs, we may not have enough money. I'm not sure what to do tonight, I might go to the cinema. Kim isn't at school today, she might be ill. His phone is turned off, he might be in a meeting. It's an unusual book, you might not like it. I don't know if I'll finish this today, I might not have time. I'm not sure what to order, I might have the pasta. Take a warm jacket, it might be cold later. And that's all, let's move on. Exercise G. In pairs, take turns to ask and answer the questions below. Use I'm not sure, I might, or I might, and give 2 possibilities each time. It's just a nice grammar-based speaking part. So let me do it first, then you will do it as well. Number 1. What are you going to do after class? I'm not sure. I might have a cup of coffee, or I might go to bed because I'm editing this video and it's late. It's morning actually. Number 2. What are you going to have for dinner tonight? I'm not sure. I might have a chicken soup, or I might have pasta with sausages. Usual things. Number 3. What are you going to do on Saturday night? I'm not sure. I might visit my parents, or I might go for a walk. Number 4. Where are you going to have lunch on Sunday? I'm not sure. If I have time, I might have lunch at a cafe, or I might have lunch at home as usually. And number 5. Where are you going to go for your next holiday? I'm not sure. I might stay at home and might not go away, or I might go somewhere for a couple of days, but no more. Now it's your turn. Do the same task, but use your own ideas. Number 2. Pronunciation diphthongs. Part A. Listen and repeat the words and sounds. Just practice saying them.
11.11. 1,
Bike. I.
2,
Train. A.
3,
Phone. O.
4,
Chair. Air.
5,
Ear. Ear.
6,
Tourist. Or.
7,
Owl. Ow.
8,
Boy. Oi.
Part B. Look at the words next to the sounds. Which one has a different sound? Try to find an imposter. Let me give you an example with the first one. You see, we have diphthong I, like in the word bike. And we have words might, buy, decide, and surprisingly, since. And since here is an imposter, so this one has a different sound. And now try to spot the other words on your own without my help. Then you can listen to the audio and check your answers and, I don't know, practice your pronunciation, practice pronouncing them.
11.12. 1,
Bike. I. Might. Buy. Decide. Since.
2,
Train. A. May. Fail. Key. Break.
3,
Phone. O. No. Although. Trousers. Won't.
4,
Chair. Air. Fear. There. Where. Scared.
5,
Ear. Ear. Here. Idea. Souvenir. Where.
6,
Tourist. Or. Shore. Bus. Europe. Curious.
7,
Owl. Owl. Round. Towel. South. Throw.
8,
Boy. Oi. Town. Noisy. Enjoy. Annoy.
11.13. 1,
I might buy a white tie.
2,
It may rain later.
3,
We don't know where to go.
4,
There's a hairdresser in the square.
5,
Here's a really good idea for a souvenir.
6,
The tourists are curious about Europe.
7,
We're now in a small town in the south.
8,
Those noisy boys are annoying me.
Part 3. Listening and speaking. Part A. Look at the photos. What style of jeans do you usually buy? What color? Do you sometimes have problems finding the right ones? Jeans, style and fit. So, ripped, bootcut, straight, skinny, or boyfriend. It's just a name or a style of a jeans, nothing more. Personally, or speaking of me, I prefer straight jeans, just usual classic straight jeans. But not this classic blue color, I don't like it. I usually buy white, gray, or a kind of mix of colors. And speaking of the size, I have never had any problems with finding the right size for me. Shops usually have one that I need. What about you? Answer these questions and look at the styles of jeans. Part B. Listen to a talk called Is Too Much Choice Making Us Unhappy? Does the speaker think the answer is yes or no? So you just listen to the audio for the first time and then try to understand, is the answer yes or no to that question? Is too much choice making us unhappy?
11.14.
Buying jeans isn't as easy as it used to be. Years ago, there was only one kind of jeans, probably Levi's. Nowadays, there are hundreds. Different styles, different colors, different lengths, with buttons, with zips. There are so many options that you feel the perfect pair must be waiting for you somewhere. And it isn't just jeans. In big supermarkets, we have to choose between thousands of products. My local supermarket has 35 different kinds of milk. When we're buying clothes or electrical gadgets, ordering a coffee in a cafe, looking for a hotel on a travel website, deciding which TV channel to watch, or even choosing a future partner on a dating website, we constantly have to choose from hundreds of possibilities. People often think that being able to choose from a lot of options is a good thing. However, university researchers have discovered that too much choice is making us feel unhappy and dissatisfied. The problem is that we have so many options that we get stressed every time we have to make a decision because we're worried about making the wrong one. Then, when we choose one thing, we feel bad because we think we're missing other opportunities, and this makes us dissatisfied with what we've chosen. Research also shows that we feel happier when we have less choice. In a study, Professor Mark Lepper at Stanford University found that people who tried 6 kinds of jam and then chose one felt happier with their choice than those who were offered 24 jams to taste. But if all this choice is bad for us, what can we do about it? Professor Lepper suggests that we should try to relax when we have to decide what to buy. Don't take these choices too seriously, or it will become stressful, he says. If you pick a sofa from IKEA in 30 seconds, you'll feel better than if you spend hours researching sofas because you won't know what you're missing.
Now let's look at some vocabulary before we jump into the second task. Vocabulary, yeah? From the audio. Nowadays. It means these days, recently, now, something like that. Length. It's a noun. It shows how long something is. Constantly, just a synonym for always. An option. It's a thing that is or may be chosen. So I have 3 options, 4 options, and I can choose one of these options. Dissatisfied. It is when you feel that you have not enough of something, like I'm dissatisfied with it. Miss an opportunity. It's like miss a good chance. Now study this vocabulary and then we'll move on. Part C. Listen again. What are the 5 main points in the talk? Choose A, B, or C. Oh, I think you like such tasks because now you have some options here, yeah? What to choose. Number 1. Nowadays it is easier, more difficult, or more fun to buy jeans than in the past because there is so much choice. Number 2. One of the examples the speaker gives of where we have a lot of choice today is buying coffee in supermarkets, choosing which airline to travel with, finding a boyfriend or girlfriend. Number 3. Research has shown that when we have a lot of choice, we often A. Worry that we have chosen the wrong thing, B. Can't decide what to buy, C. Buy more than we really need. Number 4. In another study about jams, Professor Lepper found that people were happier when they had 16 6 or 60 gems to choose from than when they had 24. And number 5, Professor Lepper suggests that when we go shopping, we should do research in advance, B. Look at all the options carefully, and C. Relax and choose quickly. So listen to the audio again, then you can check your answers and look at the audio script and compare your ideas. Just do it.
11.14.
Buying jeans isn't as easy as it used to be. Years ago, there was only one kind of jeans, probably Levi's. Nowadays, there are hundreds. Different styles, different colors, different lengths, with buttons, with zips. There are so many options that you feel the perfect pair must be waiting for you somewhere. And it isn't just jeans. In big supermarkets, we have to choose between thousands of products. My local supermarket has 35 different kinds of milk. When we're buying clothes or electrical gadgets, ordering a coffee in a cafe, looking for a hotel on a travel website, deciding which TV channel to watch, or even choosing a future partner on a dating website, we constantly have to choose from hundreds of possibilities. People often think that being able to choose from a lot of options is a good thing. However, university researchers have discovered that too much choice is making us feel unhappy and dissatisfied. The problem is that we have so many options that we get stressed every time we have to make a decision because we're worried about making the wrong one. Then, when we choose one thing, we feel bad because we think we're missing other opportunities, and this makes us dissatisfied with what we've chosen. Research also shows that we feel happier when we have less choice. In a study, Professor Mark Lepper at Stanford University found that people who tried 6 kinds of jam and then chose one felt happier with their choice than those who were offered 24 jams to taste. But if all this choice is bad for us, what can we do about it? Professor Lepper suggests that we should try to relax when we have to decide what to buy. Don't take these choices too seriously, or it will become stressful, he says. If you pick a sofa from IKEA in 30 seconds, you'll feel better than if you spend hours researching sofas because you won't know what you're missing.
Покупка джинс не такая же легкая, как она была. Годами ранее или когда-то давно был только один вид джинсов, и, возможно, это были Levi's. Это название фирмы. Сегодня же или в наши дни есть, получается, сотни разных стилей, разных цветов, разных длин, получается, с пуговицами и с этими самыми, с молниями. Существует так много опций или так много выбора, что вы чувствуете, что идеальная пара должна быть где-то ждет вас, или должна ждать вас где-нибудь. Вот так вот, somewhere это где-нибудь. И это не только про джинсы. В больших супермаркетах нам приходится выбирать между тысячами продуктов. В моем местном супермаркете или мой местный супермаркет имеет 35 видов разного молока. И когда мы покупаем одежду или какие-то электрические гаджеты, заказываем в кофе, получается, в кафе, или ищем отель на каком-то веб-сайте для путешествий, или же решаем, какой ТВ-канал посмотреть, или телевизионный канал, или даже выбирая будущего партнера на сайте знакомств, нам постоянно или нам всегда необходимо, или приходится, скорее, нам всегда приходится выбирать из сотен возможностей. Люди часто думают, что если у вас, имеется в виду being able to choose, то есть люди думают, что будучи, можно вот так вот это перевести, будучи способным выбрать из множества опций, это у нас хорошая штука. То есть когда есть выбор, это хорошо. Однако исследователи какого-то университета обнаружили, что слишком много выбора делает нас несчастливее и менее удовлетворенным. То есть dissatisfied — это у нас неудовлетворенными. Проблема заключается в том, что когда у нас есть слишком много опций или слишком много выбора, мы немножко начинаем об этом волноваться каждый раз, когда нам приходится принимать решение, потому что мы волнуемся про то, что мы примем неправильное решение. Making the wrong one. Это про decision, чтобы 2 раза не повторяться. И тогда, когда мы выбираем одну вещь, мы чувствуем себя плохо, потому что мы думаем, что мы как бы упускаем и другие возможности. И это делает нас неудовлетворенными с тем, что мы выбрали. Исследования также показывают, что мы чувствуем себя счастливее, когда у нас меньше выбора. В своем исследовании профессор Марк Лепер в Стэнфордском университете обнаружил, что люди, которые попробовали 6 видов варенья и затем выбрали один, чувствовали счастливее со своим выбором, и более удовлетворены своим выбором, нежели чем те, которым предложили 24 джема, чтобы попробовать, или варенье. Но если весь этот выбор такой уж и плохой для нас, а что мы можем, собственно, сделать? Профессор Лепер, получается, у нас предлагает, что нам стоит попробовать расслабиться, когда нам приходится, то есть решать, что купить. Не принимайте все эти выборы слишком серьезно, или это станет очень для вас stressful, то есть каким-то стрессовым фактором, или вы станете нервными из-за этого, он говорит. Если вы, например, забираете диван из Икеи за 30 секунд, вы почувствуете себя лучше, нежели чем вы потратите часы, то есть рассматривая или ища диваны, потому что если вы выбрали быстро, имеется в виду, вы не узнаете, что вы упустили. То есть, может быть, и были варианты получше, но поскольку их слишком много, то и слишком много времени придется потратить. Короче, вот такая вот аудиозапись. Что ж, идем дальше. Part D. In your country, is there a lot of choice in the following? Do you think it's a good or bad thing? Number 1. In supermarkets, on TV, in clothes shop, in coffee shops, in restaurants. Let's do it as usually. First, let me speak, then it will be your turn. In supermarkets. Speaking of supermarkets, I can't say that we have a lot of choice, like in the USA, for example. All goods can be divided, I think, into 3 categories: cheap, normal, and some kind of expensive. And you can choose from it. Not always, but most of the time, a price can tell you about things a lot. So, I think supermarkets have perfect choice. Not too much, so it doesn't take much time to decide, but at the same time, I can't complain. This month I want to try this, next month that, so I think the choice is good. Number 2. On TV. Since I don't watch TV a lot, I can't say it. My parents watch it, so I think 20 or 30 channels are enough for them. Number 3. In clothes shop. Yeah, there is a lot of choice. I think it makes everything difficult. But it's a good thing. Why not? Different people want different clothes. And I believe if you look for them carefully, you can always find something for yourself. Yeah? But it's only my opinion. Number 4. In coffee shops. coffee shops, yeah? Menus there are pretty similar to each other. There is a standard like cappuccino, latte, and espresso, and so on, but it depends. There are some coffee shops that can offer you different kinds of coffee or, I don't know, coffee-based beverages or drinks. And I can't say it's too much. I like coffee and it makes me happy when I can try something new. And number 5, in restaurants, I think there is everything. Like almost everything. And why not? If you like eating out, you can choose from different things. Different kinds of pizzas, different kinds of salads, I don't know, drinks, whatever you want. And actually, it's a good thing to have. Now to sum up, I don't understand this idea that if you have a lot of choice, it makes your life difficult. And it makes you indecisive and so on. I think it's always good to have a choice. What about you? Can you do this task? Speak. Number 4. Vocabulary and speaking. Word building, noun formation. Part A. Look at some extracts from the listening. Are the highlighted words verbs or nouns? Being able to choose from a lot of options is a good thing. We feel happier when we have less choice. We should try to relax when we have to decide what to buy. We get stressed every time we have to make a decision. Now, try to get or try to understand the highlighted words, whether they are verbs or nouns. So let's look at the answers. Being able to choose to do what? To choose, it's a verb. We have less choice. Choice, it's a noun. We have to do what? We have to decide. So it's a verb. And make a what? Make a decision, it's a noun. So those were the answers. Now let's move on. Part B. Read the information about making nouns from verbs. Write the verbs next to the nouns in the chart. Making nouns from verbs. With some verbs, you can make a noun by adding these endings, okay? I will not pronounce them. For example, decide, decision. With some other verbs, the noun is a new word. For example, choose, it's a verb, and choice, it's a noun. So, I think you do it mostly by using your intuition, like decide, decision, revise, revision, confusion, and so on. So try to do this task on your own, then check your ideas, listen to the words, and try to pronounce them, practice your pronunciation, and learn them, by the way, why not?
(11.15) 1.
Decide. Decision.
2.
Revise. Revision.
3.
Confuse. Confusion.
4.
Invent. Invention.
5.
Compete. Competition.
6.
Educate. Education.
7.
Invite. Invitation.
8.
Pronounce. Pronunciation.
9,
choose, choice,
10,
Advise. Advice.
11,
fly, flight,
12,
Live. Life.
13,
die, death,
14,
Succeed. Success.
Now part D. Complete the questions with a noun from B. So first, try to complete the gaps. Don't answer the questions. First, you need to understand which word to put in each gap, and it can be confusing. Let me give you a clue about number 3, because it's like got an international and you can think a lot, like international what? In number 3, we're talking about flight, got an international flight. I'll be honest, these 8 sentences or this task is quite confusing actually, but maybe you'll do it, who knows. Just try to complete the questions with a noun, with nouns, and then check yourself. And now part E. Ask and answer the questions with a partner. Who could guess? Okay, first let me do it, then it will be your turn. When was the last time you had to make a big decision? Actually, speaking of me, it was in 2017. I had to make a big decision. I wasn't sure about entering university because at that time I had already worked for 2 years, and becoming a student again meant that, I would be without money for next 4 years. And I didn't know whether it would be worth it or it wouldn't. Because in my country, higher education has lost, or maybe it is still losing its value. More and more people, even elder ones, think that it's useless nowadays. But I wanted to study linguistics because I enjoy everything that is somehow related to languages. I chose to enter university and study. That's it. So number 2. When was the last time you got an invitation to a wedding or party? It was last summer. It was my cousin's wedding. I was having dinner with him, and then he asked if I could go to his wedding. Actually, I hate weddings. They are tiring and boring and so on, but I couldn't say no. It's impolite to refuse because he wanted me to be there. And I had to go. But I liked it. It was well organized. So number 3. When was the last time you got an international flight? I've never got international flight. I've never flown in my life, and I've never been to an airport. Maybe it's sad, maybe it's fortunate for me, who knows, but that's the answer. Number 4. When was the last time you got excited about a new invention? I can't remember actually invention. I don't follow geek news, news about technology and inventions. But sometimes, when I scroll my news feed on social media and I see that new medical things are being tested right now, I feel happy because it means someone's life can be saved. And it's a good thing. Number 5, yeah? Have you ever won a competition? I can't remember actually. No, I haven't, sadly. I have participated in competitions a lot, but I've never won anything apart from little things like certificates and useless papers. Number 6. Have you ever given someone advice about something, for example, relationship? I don't know about relationship, but of course I give a lot of advice about learning English and studying something. And I used to give a lot of advice how to perform tricks and movements in parkour when I taught newcomers. Something like that. Have you ever been in a life or death situation? Luckily, no, I haven't. But look, if you have a story, try to tell it. These situations, like life or death, they're usually very emotional experiences, so you have to remember them well, and I think it will be easy to say them we are talking about stories, so it will be easy to tell these stories just out loud. Next is this one. Have you ever not understood somebody because of their pronunciation? It often happens. My students can confuse words or pronounce them strangely, so I have to analyze the context of what they're saying or trying to say. Yeah, of course it happens, but I think the more I teach, the easier just to understand people. That's all. Now try to answer these questions on your own. Speak a little bit. And now, let's look at your homework tasks. Начинаем с вами разбор, получается, второй части 11 юнита. Он называется «Help, I can't decide». Помогите, я не могу выбрать. И у нас цитата. The first step to getting what you want out of life is this. Decide what you want to do. То есть первый шаг, чтобы получить то, что вы хотите от жизни, таков. Решите сначала, чем вы хотите заняться. У нас так сказал Бен Стайн, американский актер. Что ж, поехали. У нас с вами грамматика и модальный глагол might. Довольно легенький. Он работает так же, как can, could, must и все остальные. Завершите предложение с might или might not и глаголом из списка. Ну что ж, поехали смотреть. I'm really tired, so I might not go out tonight. Miguel speaks English very well, so he the job with the American company. So he might, я так понимаю, get the job with the American company. Тут как-то так. Третье. If you have a temperature, you might have a flu. Я так понимаю. Might have flu. Пусть будет так. У вас, наверное, грипп. Flu — это грипп, если кто-то забыл. Так. If the taxi doesn't come soon, we, получается, might... Тут что у нас? Получается, miss the train. Мы пропустим поезд. Ну, давайте напишем. We might miss the train. Мы, наверное, пропустим поезд. Так. I haven't seen Johnny with Vanessa for a long time. They might not be together. Да, тут может быть. Да, they might not be together anymore. Может быть, они уже больше не вместе. Так. Mike and Karen to our party. They're thinking of going on holiday then. Так, получается, go to our party. Ну, тут скорее оно так и есть. Might not go to our party. They're thinking of going on holiday then. Так, седьмое. We love skiing, so we might to Switzerland for our next holiday. а вот сюда go. Так сюда приписывается. Что ж, неужели на вечеринку might not come to our party? Ну, давайте исправим тогда, ничего страшного. Тут, скорее всего, might not come to our party, а здесь so we might go to Switzerland for our next holiday. Так, see you